Hey there guys, I'm here to talk to you about the Taurus 24/7 all the way from the 9mm to the 45. Um, the first couple of Taurus 24/7s that I went and took a look at, actually one of them had a mag problem. It was having a problem releasing and having issues when you actually put it in there to get it to lock. So he was in the process of sending that out for replacement. I have not had any problems with any of my mags. I have four. Thank you, Taurus. I called them and simply told them, I bought the gun used, and it only came with one magazine, and they sent me two more. So, thank you very much there for going the extra effort. Also on mine, I don't know if any other 24/7 owners have noticed, if you pull the trigger back and safety it while the trigger is pulled back a little bit, it will fire. So the Taurus has my pistol right now, and they're fixing that problem because I don't want to have to deal with it, and I don't want to mess around with it whenever it comes down to selling the gun if I ever do. I've ran 4 consecutive times. I've filled up all 4 of my mags, 17 rounds apiece, shot all 17 out of all 4, loaded them up again, shot all of them again. Not once did I have one misfire, misfeed, miss anything. The gun performed perfectly fine. I know people are going to say what they want to about, guns that are not $800 and whatever. I picked mine up for a little bit over $300, and it's in perfect condition. I don't know how many rounds were run through it before I got it, but I ran about 700 to 800 rounds through mine. No mag issues, but from what I'm hearing, if you had a magazine problem and you're firing the weapon, it is coming back just a tad bit, and you got to push it back. Now, what I noticed that is, I heard a couple of people say that they fixed it due to cleaning, and others have said it was because of magazines. I'm leaning towards both, because if you're not sure on how to oil and clean your gun, then you really need to have someone tell you that's knowledgeable about it. Whenever I go shoot my gun and I bring it home, I disassemble it completely, break it down, clean everything in the actual grip with just dry paper towel or some alcohol, and that's all I'll do to the grip part of the section of the gun. Now, whenever I take out the barrel and the guide rod spring and everything like that, make sure I wipe it down with a nice cloth. And on the barrel, I'll do go ahead and take my 9mm like little sweeper, and I'll go in there and clean it, but all the gunk and stuff up in there, and make sure it's clean. Now, when you're looking at if you ever your slide barrel going forward, and you're looking, you're gonna see some springs and stuff in there. You do not want to grease that. You don't want no grease getting in there. If it does, clean it out as best you can. Now, when it comes to greasing, what you're going to want to do is put a dab, like you have it flipped upside down, put a dab on each side in the front, and a dab on each side in the middle, and you can go ahead and just leave it like that. Assemble the gun, rack it back a couple times, and that lube will get to where it needs to. Not in your spring that's on the slide itself. If you get that too gunked up and you get too much oil in there, it's just as bad as not having none, if not worse. So for all you guys that are having these hang-up issues due to your magazines, or just not cleaning your guns correctly, I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Basically, let me see if I got my little cleaning kit here, and I'll show you what I use. I got this little box that I keep all my cleaning supplies in. Now I have 2 toothbrushes, one that is dry, that I keep no oil on it, and maybe just put a little cleaning on it. And then another one that has oil on it and I can rub all over there. Like I said, I have some Hobbies cleaning spray. Now, where's my little 9mm bore cleaner? It's in here somewhere. Alright, see, that's for the 9mm there. I run that through there and, clean out everything. And before that, I'll go ahead and run this bore cleaner. It goes inside the bore and just scrapes off all of the nasty stuff and deposits and stuff in there that it clog it up. Then this, I'll go ahead and spray some of this cleaner on and shove it up in the bore, and just make sure I clean it out good. And then go ahead and take some paper towels, or not paper towels, but I will usually, as far as drying out the inside of the bore, I'll take some cotton swabs and be done with it. Now, I use alcohol to clean up a lot of the black gunk and stuff. And I just really recommend you, follow basically what I'm saying. You can go over the springs and stuff on the bottom of the slide and clean up all that with alcohol. That's no problem. Just keep grease away from there. Keep grease away from your trigger and moving parts like that, because it's really not going to help. It's just going to get in there and gunk it up, because that grease just collects so much dust and gunk over the time. Make sure if you want your gun to perform for you every time, perform for it every time. Go ahead and clean it, take care of it, and you won't have to worry about it whenever you go out to shoot. Now, for all you guys having your problems, I'm sorry. That's why I'm making this video, to make it clear. The 24/7 is a very reliable pistol. Now, catastrophic failures do happen, but there's ways to, if you have a good gun, to stop these things from happening. Take care of your weapon, and if you do have mag problems, when I hear on the magazines the bullets be sticking up in the magazine a lot, and you can feel a lot of wiggle in them, that's one indicator. And just basically, if it's not feeding right for you, make sure you find out which magazine it is, and you got it narrowed down to which one you need to send them back. I was able to get away with this without sending the magazine back to Taurus. They actually sent me 3 of them. I called back and wanted to order one, and the lady persistently said that, you can go ahead and have another one, and basically I'm hooking you up. So she put an extra mag in there with my the one that I sent back, so I got 2 back, which would made 3, and I did purchase one from the gun store, so that makes 4. I only paid $25 for the one in the gun store here. Everywhere else are like $40. But the 2 that I got do have the little yellow spring in there. Gets us a new batch of mags. They all work great. So I'll leave it at that. And you guys happy times with your 24/7 Pro. And I guess it was the year it came out, NRA's Gun of the Year. So when you make Gun of the Year, you're not selling shit. So everybody want to hate on Taurus. That's fine. When your gun's jamming up and all kinds of stupid stuff, I won't get into that. But people talk a lot of crap on the range, and then they see that your gun works good. Stupid things like polishing the feed ramp, and just keeping your gun clean right there will help you in the future. So have a good one, and talk to you guys later.